Hello and welcome to Goes to 11 Get Spun. Today I'm going to dress a #1 treble hook. It's a red treble hook, eagle claw, and I'm going to dress it with Marabou. So we'll start out. Something I've learned over the last few days doing these is I'm going to put protectors on the ends of these hook points because incidents happen, especially when you're tying something this big. And it's also going to protect your thread from being damaged when you're tying your feathers on. These are just silicone hook protectors. And they'll save my hands and my thread. So anyway, I'm going to start with this Superfly fluorescent fire orange 3/0 thread. Start it on here. Wind it down just to where the hook is welded together. Cover this up a little bit to get a good thread base started. And then I like to throw a little bit of bone dry on that just to lock it in place in case I have an incident later. I don't have to worry about my thread breaking off or my feathers falling out. So I'm going to use 3 colors today. I'm going to use yellow, fluorescent orange, and fluorescent chartreuse. Make a bit of a fire tiger pattern. So what I do is pick out as many feathers as I want, tear them off, grab my next color, kind of blend them together a little bit there, tear them off, find the next ones, tear them off. When I got all 3 colors together, I twist them up a bit, roll them together, just to kind of get them bound so that they kind of stick together as I tie my thread on. Lay it on there with the length I want sticking out the bottom of the hook. Do a bit of a loose wrap just to trap them. I like to get down to the bottom as far as I'm going to go right away and then work my way back up to the top, catching as many of these fibers as I can, but still leaving myself enough room to clip them off below the hook eye. Bring it back down there. Try to snip them off as close as possible so I don't create a big bulky ball up by the hook eye. Just cover these up. You don't have to cover them all right now. You can work on that afterwards, but I like to get a good base over top of them. And as you see, I'm hitting that hook protector, where if I didn't have that on there, I possibly could be hitting my thread right on the hook point and cut it off, and I don't want to do that. Then I'll give it another little shot of bone dry there. Just as I said before, lock the threads in. And if I do by accident break my thread, I don't have to start right over from the beginning. So I'll give it a bit of a turn, start again. I like to try and keep my method the same every time, so I start with yellow, I'll pick my orange, and the green, or chartreuse. And I try to keep them the same length on all 3 sides of the hook. Your feathers always vary. I have picked out ones that are very similar to length on each one for this. And, load all the stragglers there. Drop them in there. If you leave yourself enough, you can twist these up a bit. It sometimes helps. You clean it up a little bit easier. And the same thing. Lock them in there. And the more you cover them now, the easier it'll be to finish off. And try not to leave too many things sticking out of there when you're done. On to the last section of the hook here. Hopefully your feathers cooperate with you. Get rid of those ones that are causing you a hassle. Roll it up again. I didn't get a very good twist on those ones, but I think we'll still be okay. Drop them in there. Snip them out. And these Dr. Slick razor scissors are awesome for cutting feathers, or anything for that matter. They're super sharp. Now I just try to cover all my feathers on the head. There's nothing showing but the fire orange thread at the end of the day. Try to keep it as smooth as possible. I know the fish don't care, but I do. I'll give that a whip finish. Maybe if I can figure out how to use a whip finisher, I'll give that a whip finish. You can tell my name's not Ryan Storch. I'm not a professional at flying ties. Flying ties. And I don't drink in the morning either, so my mouth doesn't work. Anyway, we'll finish this off with bone dry. Give it a good healthy coating. That'll lock our threads in. Eventually this hook is going to go on a bigger spinner bait that I'm going to build for targeting pike or muskie or bull trout, whatever you want to fish with it. And it's you want it to stand up and don't want any of that thread breaking out of there. Damaged. It's going to get damaged anyway by those big fish, but the longer you can make it last, the better. We'll hit that with the UV light to cure it. should do it. Take that out and I just pull and remove any of the loose ones that didn't get tied in or broke while we're in the process. And there you have the dress treble hook in size 1. That's, like I said, that'll go on a spinnerbait down the road here. Thanks for watching. Please like this video. If you like the video, subscribe and click the reminder bell so you don't miss any further content from Goes to 11. You can also purchase these products at fishingandoutdoors.ca, and there's also one for our friends down in the USA, fishingandoutdoors.net. Tight lines, everybody, and thank you.